After 10 plus years of having tools all over the place in drawers, different bags and so on, I have found the solution to have everything neatly organized in one place, and this is the Veto Pro Pack CBLD that I've got as a gift when buying my second SPMC tool bag from Amazon. So it was a Veto Pro Pack offer, a limited time offer, and it was great because this bag was perfect for the tools that I use in the studio for repairing computers, assembling new computers, cleaning PCs, laptops, electronic devices and so on, and of course keeping tidy everything in the studio, assembling stuff and yeah, things like this tech related stuff. But before starting, I need to mention that I am already kinda DIY guy. I like to fix everything by myself. I do all my electrical stuff, plumbing stuff, repairing my cars, my motorcycle, do stuff in my backyard and so on. So this bag or a similar bag might not be worth it for you if you don't want to invest that much money into a quality bag and quality tools, because you might not use them that often. But yeah, let's start with the tool bag tour. So this is where I keep things that I need to have quick access to them, like on the left side, the brush that allows me to clean dust of chargers, small stuff, cameras, lenses and so on. I use this, I wash it regularly and it sits on this side. And on the other side, the first thing that I will pull out is this pair of Super Knips from Knipex, the 7861 125. This is a great pair of cutters for zip ties. I really love this pair. I have it for 10 plus years. It holds great. I cut with them only soft copper or zip ties, and yeah, they are great. They flush cut, the zip ties almost flush cut, so technically they are not flush cuts, but in practice you will not feel anything that will come out of the zip tie, anything that will scratch your skin or cut yourself. And I like to have quick access to them and I keep them right here. The next thing is a flathead screwdriver that I use for tightening plates on cameras, different accessories where you need a flathead screwdriver. It is a pretty beefy one, and this works for every screw that is intended to be used with a coin, but with this screwdriver you can really tighten it. If you use a coin, it will come loose very fast. The next thing is a cutter. This is a small one and it is great for doing precision stuff, and it sits right here on the side. I just got it, so it didn't had a lot of use, but it is pretty useful. So now let's jump into the bag, into the front pocket right here. Here I keep all the small stuff and accessories like gloves, microfiber, some alcohol wipes from screen protectors that I have applied and didn't use, Noctua wipes for cleaning thermal paste, a lot of spatulas for spreading out thermal putty or thermal paste. I keep them right here in this pocket. Here I have some spare blades for my utility knife. This is my small pair of pliers wrench from Knipex, the 10 centimeters one, and I hold it right here next to these 3 pens. And on the left side I should have a pair of a similar sized cobras that have a glove finger because they are really sharp on the edge. I didn't use them that much because I mostly use my 125mm spare. Right here I have a Wera bit driver with a Milwaukee 4mm bit, which helps me tighten plates on cameras again. And the last tool right here is the Knipex 7806 125. I've just got this pair of Super Knips and they are the VDE version. I really wanted to have this pair since I have these old ones for 10 plus years and they are great, and I wanted to try the VDE handle because it is a bit beefier, a bit thicker, but I'm not convinced if I like the VDE version better than the normal one. And by the way, this is not as tough as the black version, the 61, the 7861, so this will not cut as a thicker metal like this one, but I use them anyways for copper, small wires or for zip ties. Next thing is anti-H2 thermal paste tube that I use for GPUs because it lasts a little bit longer than what I usually use on CPUs, and I will show it to you right now. So this is the best thermal paste, the Thermal Grizzly Cryonaut for performance and longevity for CPUs, because you can service CPUs a lot easier than GPUs. So 6 months, this is how much I keep the PC running until I will change the thermal paste and I will put again the Cryonaut, because it has the best thermal transfer and I get the best temps with it. And here I have a bigger tube of the same anti-H2 paste that I use for GPUs or for laptops. The Noctua paste is better and it will hold up to 1 year, 1.5 years. It depends on how much you use and how you use your PC. And yeah, if it has hard tasks to do like encoding and so on, it might not live up to 1.5 years with good temps, but maybe with decent ones. So yeah, it will not be mandatory to do cleaning and change the thermal paste. So now let's move on to the inside compartment of the CBLD, and let me show you what I have inside here. If I can open it, of course. The first thing, zip ties. You need zip ties for everything PC related, studio related, if you want to keep everything tidy. So yeah, this is your best friend when it comes to wire management or cable management. And I have here different lengths, and the best ones are the longer ones because you will anyways cut the excess. So better have a longer zip tie than putting together two smaller ones and cut twice. In this pocket right here I have a new addition to the tool bag, and this is the Wera, I don't know how it is called, but it is a bit driver for the small bits, small electronics bits, and I got this in a lucky bag, special edition, Christmas edition, something like this from Wera, where I've got the bottle opener, screwdriver and so on. So I keep it right here, and it is nice because I have more bits inside. We will get to them in a moment. And I also have an USB-C to USB-C cable because you don't know when you need it. So better to have it available for you at any moment. And that's it in the transparent pouch. Let me turn this around. This is a Wera ratcheting screwdriver with lots of bits that I can also use in my impact driver or my electric screwdriver. And this Milwaukee bit is the one that I am using for PC assemblies. I have two of them. One sits right here, one is in another bag. I think this is the unused one. And yeah, this is a great tool, great kit, and can do a lot of stuff, not only PC repair or PC related stuff. The ratcheting function works really nice. The next toolkit inside that's related to the Wera handle is this Xiaomi. Yeah, it is a Xiaomi and Wiha collab, and inside you have a precision screwdriver handle and lots of bits from Wiha that are really nice. So I think the handle is made by Xiaomi and the bits are for sure 100% made by Wiha. They are tough, they lasted me a long time, and I have this for opening up laptops. You have a lot of bits that will help you when it comes to MacBooks. I have opened a MacBook with them for cleaning, and you don't have everything that you need for a MacBook if you want to replace the screen and so on, but I have more tool bags and I have the bits that I need there, so I take them from there, and yeah, I have a lot of tools. What I have here is the Bosch GO 3, I think, yeah, GO 3. This is the newest model, and it is an electrical screwdriver that allows you to press for screwing or unscrewing stuff. It is kinda nice. I'm not fully used to it. Sometimes I prefer to use the button, but it is kinda powerful for what you need when it comes to PCs and tech setups. And this is the best pair of scissors that I've got, and it is the Knipex 9505 155. It has a hardness of 56 HRC and it is made out of inox, so it will not rust. It cuts pretty well. You can cut not only paper, stickers, who knows what, but also cables, copper cables. It is a tough scissor and it is for electricians. I can't find the word, but it is the electrician's scissor, the first oldest version from Knipex, and it is great. Toothbrush, an old toothbrush that I use for cleaning electronics, and I use it together with the isopropylic alcohol that I keep under the desk. But if I need to leave with this bag, I put it right here on the right side and hope it will close. This is my newest pair of Knipex pliers, and that's because they replaced my old pair through the warranty process. They had the chip in the blade that came out of the factory. I didn't know that Knipex will replace them. I live in Europe and sometimes it's hard with the warranty process here, but they did. So yeah, thank you Knipex for replacing them, and they have the comfort handle that they just released 1 or 2 years ago. They feel kinda nice, but I am not used to them. I usually used this pair of pliers to pull the zip ties tight before cutting them. So yeah, they're really great, not only for zip ties, but also a lot of other stuff. They are really tough, even though they are small. This is the Wera screwdriver that I've got in the lucky bag that I was mentioning earlier, and I can't wait to test it on a new PC build, even though it is not the slim version of the Wera screwdriver that I have in my electrician's tool bag. But I think it will do it, even though it is not that long. The air coolers are not a thing anymore. Everyone uses all-in-ones and you can access the screws pretty easily. You will not need a really long screwdriver to get to the screws. I will use it on the next build probably, if I am not using the electric one to move quicker, of course. This is a brush that I use for a few years to clean stuff, PCs, fans, everything, audio mixers, even though you cannot see it. Pairs really well with the small one. Sometimes it is way better to have a longer handle. The next screwdriver in the tool bag is a Noctua PH2 that I've used for PC building a lot. The tip holds kinda okay-ish, didn't surprise me at all. It can be better and harder, but it is Noctua, it is a cooler brand, not a tool brand, so why expecting it to hold like a Wera one? The next one is a PH1 from Unior. I think it is made in Europe, I am not sure, but yeah, this is a nice PH1 with a nice handle and a rotating cap, and I am using it for tightening motherboard bolts that are smaller than the PH2. And the last screwdrivers I hate to use because these are the Wera limited edition Japan themed screwdrivers. They came in a set of 6 and I hate using them because yeah, I want to keep them nice and collect them, but it is so satisfying to work with them, so I keep them in this bag, but I might pull them out soon. Double-sided tape, high quality one, pretty self-explanatory. In the side pouch right here I have a brand new Thermal Grizzly Cryonaut paste that's ready to be used when the one in the front pocket will be empty. Next I have a pair of diagonal cutters from Knipex. This is a WeForge Winners limited edition. I think it is the 2025 edition. I am not sure. It is the one with the green and red handles, and I keep it here even though I already have a pair of diagonal cutters because I want to keep them clean, kinda clean, since it is a limited edition, even though it wasn't a rare one like the one with both red handles. That was 1 year prior to this one, but yeah, it is nice to have. This is the pair that I have in this bag, since this is the PC and tech bag, and this is a 7026 160 pair of diagonal cutters from Knipex with the VDE handle, and it is special because it is not a flush cut but close to one, So if I have bigger zip ties than these ones to cut, these will do without putting too much stress on the blades or the joint. Or yeah, they will do it easier for thicker zip ties than the small pair. I usually use this pair when disassembling stuff, when cutting old zip ties, and then using the smaller pair when installing new zip ties for cable managing stuff around the studio. The next thing here is a pair of 250 millimeters pliers wrench in the VDE handle. I thought that the VDE handle is nicer for clean stuff around the studio and a bit more comfortable, so they come in handy when you need to press stuff, when you need to tighten stuff without damaging the surface, the nut, and also if you need to tighten. I remember that somewhere in the studio or in the old studio before we moved, I've had a monitor arm that had a bolt that broke off, the threads were messed up or something like this, and I have replaced them with a nut and a bolt, and I always needed the pliers wrench from the automotive tool bag that I have, but that pair is always dirty or dirtier, and I don't wanna touch things here with grease on my hands and get everything dirty. So yeah, this is my clean pair, let's say, and it comes in handy when you have two pairs, because sometimes you have a nut in the bolt and you need to tighten with one hand and hold with the other hand. So this is the 180 millimeters pair of the pliers wrench, and I have in this bag two pairs because the 251 might be too big for some operations, and this is a friendlier size, let's say, and this is my favorite Knipex tool, the pliers wrench. It replaces a whole set of traditional spanners, and yeah, you can put a lot of force and not only tighten stuff with them, you can straighten stuff, you can press stuff, and so on. And I forgot about some stuff in here, and let me show you. I have on the side this roll of electrical tape for marking up stuff, mostly like marking cables when you have two similar cables that go to two PCs that are next to each other, and you need to know which is which. In this pocket I have two toolkits from Wera. Oops. This is the small Toolcheck Plus. It is a really nice kit. It has most of the bits and sockets that you might need for small stuff. It is really handy. It also has a bit handle. And the next kit right here is the one that I had in my motorcycle repair bag, but I pulled it out and got it in here because I was needing it for the Pimp My Setup project that I had, and I needed it because I didn't know what to expect. I was not home, I didn't had all my tools with me, and in case of emergency this was great to have, and it was. I worked mostly with the bits and the tools right here for tightening all the desk arms, the arms that we used for mounting the audio mixer, and so on. If you are interested in anything that you saw in this video, I will have everything linked down in the description. Man, this fits like a glove, these two kits from Wera. And yeah, you can check the tools down in the description. There will be affiliate links. By accessing them, you can support the channel, and you will do this with no extra cost for you. So thank you for watching. Tell me in the comments, what is your favorite tool in your studio, in your setup, and hold on, because I am planning on more tool videos, so stay tuned.